It's so much easier not having to take all this up. Like when I work on a jigsaw and things, I have to lift the full tank up and it's an absolute pain in the arse because it's heavy. But BMW have actually done that quite well. I now like this design. I didn't like the separate parts before of the tank, but I think it is an absolutely fantastic idea that they're separated. The top little cover to the tank, boom, well done BMW. Hi guys, I'm Nat Go Biker and I video my life on two wheels and bring you guys along for the journey. Because it's never boring on two wheels. With me anyway. So if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you're not new here and you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, something a little bit different today. So when I normally service my bikes and put it online for you guys to watch, I do it as one big chunky video. However, people have said, when you come to do the S1000RR, would you mind doing it in smaller bite-sized chunks? And I said, yeah, absolutely no problem at all. So this is my 2018 S1000RR. He is looking a little bit naked. And if you've been following along with the channel, you'll know why. And that's because I've taken most of the fairings off because he's getting wrapped while I'm wrapping him, which is also a video I made. So whilst the fairings are off, I thought it was an absolute perfect time to do the service because we don't want to be getting the fairings back on and then off, on, off, on. So we're going to do that. I'm not doing a deep dive sort of big service. It's just like a little interim service. So we're going to be doing air filter, coolant and oil filter. So today's video we're going to be looking at the air filter. And I'm going to look to release the videos one after the other, so you're not waiting like a few days in between. So today's air filter, tomorrow's probably coolant, and day after will be oil filter. So nice and straightforward. So should we just get straight into it? I've never done this before on this bike, so fingers crossed. Should be easy, theoretically. Right, let's adjust you and we'll get going. So there's going to be a couple of parts of the video that I'll actually hold my camera in my hand just to make it a little bit easier for you to see because my setup in this garage isn't great. So please bear with. So first things first, we've got a T25. We've already taken that bolt out when we took the front of the tank off and we're just going to take this one out now. Cracked it. So actually, someone commented the other day about when I say cracked it on a bolt, that they always think that I've cracked something. And it makes them laugh. But no, just cracked the bolt. So that bolt out, done. And then this is your ECU. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. You can move these hoses to a side, this one and this one. You can pull them off at the top here. They've just got little metal pipes going into this, so you can pop that off just to give you better access. Some people also completely disconnect the ECU. The reason that they disconnect it is it just gives you more movement when you're lifting the ECU up, because as I'm about to show you, I'm not going to have that much movement with lifting the ECU up as it is. However, I don't really want to be messing around and unplugging things, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to leave as much as I can connected. If I need to disconnect one or two of these hoses, I will do, but as it stands, I'm not going to. So we're just sliding that forward and lifting it up. And there's your filter. Let me try and, there we go. So that's your filter there. So this is like your housing. You've got one of the push clips here. You've got a couple of clips on this bit for your actual filter. So first things first, we're going to take that off, so we need to pop this out. So I just pop it straight in the middle and it just slides up like that. See what I mean? If it focuses. Just a little push fit. So we'll put that aside. Now this bit, you know when I said I haven't done this before? They flick up and that flicks back. That one, flick it up and flick it back. And we should be able to wiggle it upwards, she says. Is there anything else holding it in place? Oh my god, that air filter's so bad. I don't think there's anything else holding it in place that I can see. Let me set you on to the side so I can have a proper wiggle. So the specs are on because I mean business. I'm 99% sure that just... Alright, yeah, you just need a bit of strength behind you. Give it a wiggle. See what I mean about these hoses? Oh, I don't want all of that to drop in. That is bad. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All the little buggies. Ew. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a wipe out because you don't want to be knocking all of that back in. You can use whatever you want, whatever cleaner you've got. And I'm going to go in with a super crappy Demon Clean from Carplan. Why? Because it's what I've got to hand. I don't use a Demon Clean on my bikes, like on the paintwork, but for stuff like this, it's pretty ideal. So we're just going to leave that a couple of minutes just to dry properly because we don't want it damp or anything when it goes back in. All in there looks nice and clean. It doesn't look like there's any particles in there. So that's good. So filter wise, I'm just using a Hiflo. I absolutely love Hiflo stuff. I use them on all my bikes. I'm just going to set this back in here. Oh, there's just a little bit of mucker mist there. I can't believe how bad that is. Bugs falling off. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Right, so we're going to do the reverse to get it back in. Now the thing to watch with these is you've got 3 clips at the bottom. You have to make sure they sit in to 3 clips, like the holders at the bottom, because if you don't, it's not going to sit properly and you need this to seal. So when you put it in at a sort of angle as opposed to just going bang in, and that should help it align. I'm just going to dust them off because I don't want them flying into it. Now remember, this is going to be quite difficult seeing as there wasn't that much space to begin with. And if you've got 3 hands, perfect. That hose doesn't feel right there. So on the other side, it's right back there. It's not going to stay, is it? I'm really not comfortable with that hose there, you know. Is there another way to route it? Not really. Needs to like jam to the side of that cable, but that isn't going to happen. Let's try again. See these straightforward jobs? Now we're going to feed it. I wonder if we can see if it's sat in. Ah, yeah. So if you've got your side panels off, you can actually look down. There's a gap between your frame and you can actually see whether it's sat in a clips, which is super helpful. So it definitely is this side. I'm just going to check the other side. Just make sure it's not gone off wonky. So back with your clips, it was the metal flick. I'll show you this side. So your clips hook over the little metal bit and flip that down. Now another way to check that your bottom's in, is just give that a wiggle. If there's no movement in the bottom, like I'm giving that a tug, then it's actually seated correctly. If you have got movement, then those little 3 clips at the bottom that I showed you aren't on properly. So we need that little housing bit now. So this bit, we're just going to take this out. Push that through. Put it in the mouth. Couple of little bits of dust will get off there. Bugs. Perfect. Now ECU back up. Housing sits in. That's seated. And then your little popper in. And we are good. Look how easy that was, guys. Super easy. ECU back down. Give it a wiggle, get it back into position. Now, I noticed something. There's like a little clip here, which I don't know what that is off. Doesn't seem to have anything in. So there is a little bit of metal housing here that's built onto the tank, so you need to make sure it's sat on there. So let me just put you back up there. And then we can get it all aligned. So it just needs to go up a bit at the back. There we go. In. Put your little bolt back in. Give it a tighten. Secure. Is it clipped into that bit? Yes. And there we go. Done. Boom. How easy was that? That was super duper easy. So I don't really know what else to say about that one. It's in, done, boom, easy, sorted. So I hope you found it useful. Any hints and tips? Not really, just make sure that you clean what you're putting back in so you're not putting bugs back into your system. Make sure your 3 prongs at the bottom are seated correctly, clips are on, Bob's your uncle, and that's that. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to join me for part 2 tomorrow. And we are going to be doing the coolant, which will take a little bit longer than this. This was very easy. Coolant's going to be a little bit longer. So coolant tomorrow, and then the day after is going to be oil and oil filter. So hit that subscribe. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Boom, done.